Colorful printed fabric is everywhere. It's on sewing Instagram and in fashion magazines. It's popping up in my Pinterest feed, and it's all over television. Do you ever look at these images and think to yourself, gosh, those people look so good in those colorful prints, but I could never pull that off? Well, you're not alone, and today we are talking all about wearing colors and prints. I'm Jennifer Wiese, founder of Workroom Social and Camp Workroom Social. And at Workroom Social, I teach people how to sew their own clothes that fit their unique styles and their individual body shapes and sizes. And even though sewing is my profession, I am not the world's greatest sewist. And I'm also not the premier expert in sewing. In fact, I'm still learning a lot of the same things that you are. In Seamwork series, Dear Jenny, we are talking about your sewing-related thoughts and questions so that in discussion, we together can grow as both sewists and as people. Now, let's see what's in today's letter. Dear Jenny, I've been eyeing all those prints you have in the Workroom Social shop, but I mostly wear black. I want to bring more color and brightness into my wardrobe, but I have no idea how to make prints work for me. What's the best way to bring colors and prints into an otherwise plain colored wardrobe? Help me break out of my fashion shell, a Prince newbie. Well, a Prince newbie, I am so excited for you. You are at the beginning of a world of endless possibilities. Now, I also recognize that when you're faced with those endless possibilities, it can really create a feeling of overwhelm in addition to excitement. Also, thank you so much for noticing our original line of printed rayon challis. Our new collection just went up on the website and it is definitely colorful. Today, I'm actually wearing one of our older prints, and I hope you'll all take a look at the fabrics that we have available now. A link to this exact print will be found in the description box below. Before we talk about how to add more color and prints to your wardrobe, I want to touch on something a Prince newbie mentioned in their letter, and that's that they mostly wear black. Now, if you love wearing black, if wearing black makes you feel confident and strong and happy, there is nothing wrong with wearing black. I think we should all wear whatever it is that makes us feel good about ourselves, and if wearing black makes you feel good, you should do that. In fact, in Workroom Social's line of printed rayons, we actually have several black styles. Actually, including this print that I'm wearing here, it also comes in a black version. Plus, I do live in New York City, where black is for sure a signature color of New Yorkers. So even though I love to wear colors, I am never going to stop wearing black. A Prince newbie says that they would like to introduce more color and colorful prints into their wardrobe. So let's talk more about that. Wearing colorful clothes can be so much fun, and experimenting with your clothing and your personal style can really help unlock new ways of seeing yourself. Trying new to us garment silhouettes or new to us colors, styling ourselves in unfamiliar ways, all of these things can help us see ourselves from a new point of view and can have a real influence on our self-confidence and self-love. I've got 4 ways to add colors and prints to your wardrobe. But before we get there, I'd like to remind all of us that at the end of the day, the only person we need to dress for is ourselves. Yes, there are times when we'll decide to dress in a way that has been established by whatever rules exist, so that we might try to minimize any potential harm that might come to us from dressing differently. But I do believe that we should all dress in whatever way makes us feel our best. And that might mean dressing in a way that others dislike or even disapprove of. Wearing colorful clothes, and especially colorful prints, can make us stand out. And if you're anything like me, you might feel nervous about standing out and thinking about whether or not people might judge you. And when you're worried about things, it can be really difficult to dress the exact way you want or even think about what your ideal wardrobe might look like. So I want to encourage all of us to actively practice not caring about what other people think about what we look like. If you start to find yourself thinking about or wondering what someone might feel about your clothing choices, I want you to practice catching yourself and redirecting your thoughts. If it helps you to have approval from an outside source as you're doing this experimentation, I want you to think of me when you're feeling nervous about whether or not people might be judging you. If you love your outfit and your outfit makes you feel good, I want you to feel confident that I approve your outfit. Even though I don't need to approve your outfit, you're the only one who needs to approve your outfit. But sometimes it can be really nice to know that someone is cheering you on. Okay, with all of that in mind, let's talk about how to incorporate more colors and colorfully printed fabrics into your wardrobe. Number one, start small. First, we can start adding a little bit of color into our wardrobes in small ways. We can try adding a colorful shoe or colorful jewelry to get used to the idea of wearing color. And if you're not quite ready to introduce any color yet, maybe, but you want to, maybe you could consider wearing colorful or colorfully printed undergarments under your neutral clothes. This way, you keep your color experimentation journey a secret just for yourself in the meantime. Starting super small like this can help us explore different colors, see what colors we like and maybe don't like, and help us get used to the idea of adding some of these more bright colors to our wardrobe slowly over time. Number two, incorporate a single color or a single color dominant print with neutrals. Then when we're ready to add more color or more colorful prints to our wardrobe, I like to stick with one single color or a print that has one single dominant color. I like to pick a color that I'm already pretty comfortable with and pair that color with other neutrals. An example of this could be trying a bright color that I'm comfortable with a pair of black or indigo jeans. You can also try adding a bright color to an individual garment that is made up of primarily a neutral color. Let's say you're working on a Seamwork bud or another button-up shirt. You could pick a bright color or a print with one dominant color and use that as the shirt yoke or maybe the shirt sleeve plackets as a way to introduce more color into an individual garment. I also think that it's a great thing to do if you're feeling a little nervous about the color to add these splashes to the back of your garment where you're not going to be seeing it as much. I bet people are going to notice that little pop of color in your shirt, and having that positive feedback from others is going to give you even more confidence to continue trying to add even more colors to your clothes. Number three, follow your intuition and make color work for you. When we're ready to expand into new to us colors, I want us all to remember that we can absolutely wear any color we want. including colors that perhaps we've been told in the past we can't or shouldn't wear for whatever reason. We absolutely should wear the clothes that make us feel our very best. Perhaps though you really love green, the color green, but maybe you're not loving the way green is looking up close to your face. I want you to lean into that intuition and consider your feelings. Then think about how you might be able to use those feelings to experiment with that color. So we love green, but maybe we're not loving this particular green. Maybe we would like a more blue-green better, or maybe we'd like a more yellow-green better. Maybe we want our green to be darker or lighter. Maybe we want our green to be richer or more muted. Each color comes in different hues, tints, tones, and shades, and I promise there is a green out there for all of us. The other thing to consider is that colors will look differently when worn on different parts of our body. So you might not love the way that green is looking up by your face, but you might just love it as a pair of shorts or maybe as a panel on a color block skirt. Use your intuition to experiment with colors to see what you like best. And number 4, research and copy what's already been done. Finally, when we're ready to start introducing different colors together, or maybe even mixing different prints together, I love to do a little online window shopping to see what other designers and makers are doing with color. If you find an image of a colorful outfit that you love, why not try making that exact same outfit or using that same color palette? We don't need to invent every new idea by ourselves. I love to lean on other creatives and see what they're doing and use their expertise to help me try new things, especially while we're in this early stage of exploring colors and how we might make colors work for us. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What advice do you have for a Prince newbie? And I personally am still on my color exploration journey, so I definitely want to hear your thoughts. Share them in the comments below. And if you'd like more resources or to read more about wearing colors and prints, I hope you'll check out Seamwork's articles. They have several that you'll find interesting, and they're all linked in the description box below. If there's something that you want to discuss on a future episode of Dear Jenny, you can send me your letter by emailing me at hello@workroomsocial.com, or feel free to post your ideas again in the comments below. Before I go, I invite you and me to work through our fears and our discomforts so that we can try all of those things that we really want to try. Let's push ourselves to find more self-confidence and more joy in our everyday lives. Whether that's going to a sewing social event and talking to strangers, be sure to check out episode 1 of Dear Jenny. Or maybe it's wearing every color of the rainbow in one outfit. I want us all to try new things and create more opportunities for us to learn and to grow. Thank you so much to Seamwork, and I will see you in the next episode of Dear Jenny. Bye for now. Dear Jenny, I've been eyeing all those prints you have in the Workroom Social. I can't even say Workroom Social. Wearing colorful clothes. Okay.